Welcome back to the Exotic Animal Company podcast. We're here with Mark,
Hello.
Michael Vasconez.
Say hello, you
You
motherfucker.
fucking cunt.
God. I'll suck you
And,
silly if you don't say
and
hello.
USNC vet.
What's up?
Yeah. So, we were going to talk about boxing, but I've got some good hard-hitting questions for you.
I have an animal fact.
Oh, yeah, Mark has an animal fact. Fuck me. Mark's
Okay.
wild animal fact.
So, I'm learning that this is very difficult to find one that's both amusing and knowledgeable. So, nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
sounds
all we
like
got.
I need to go drink some Antarctica water.
Sounds like I need to stop bathing in Antarctic water.
Do you guys have a favorite TV show from like the late 90s, early 2000 era? It doesn't have to be like a cartoon, it can be live action.
I watch a lot of Supernatural.
Ooh, Supernatural was good. I love that show.
That I don't. They started milking the dead cow in the last like 3 fucking years.
That's another reason why they stopped doing it.
That's true.
It was interesting and all, and then next thing you know, one of them dying every fucking season.
So what about like, you know, what would be considered like kids shows? Because like my favorite show of all time is fucking Teen Titans, the original one, the anime style one. That shit was fucking gold.
Yeah, that one was fun. See, my problem with podcasts is I could probably answer that question any other moment when I'm not trying to think about the answer. Because I'm one of those people that like, okay, cool, I got all the answers that you may or may not have to be provided with, but then the moment I need to provide them, it's like, where did they go?
I mean, you were talking about anywhere from, was it Team America or whatever, or I mean, you can go. What name is that? Freaking show. See, I'm stuck with you, Mark.
Today, Junior.
Transformers.
Oh, Transformers was good.
You never
Yeah.
go
Until
wrong with
Michael Bay fucked it up.
That's fair.
that. Also true.
I'm sorry, those Transformer movies, they're fucking creepy.
There was nothing
And it-
weirder than watching a Transformer take a piss on a fucking person.
And then, like, how the hell, like, they have to be performing some fucking origami or some shit here, because how the hell does a fucking 2012 Camaro that's barely 8 feet long turn into a fucking 15-foot robot?
Mike, you
Like,
are
that's
very
not-
quiet.
Scream. Do you have a sock over your mic?
What?
You have a sock in your mouth.
It's very quiet. We can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, it's just not very well.
No.
It's like you're like 10 feet away from the mic and like whispering. It's really quiet, my guy. I have your user volume all the way up to 200% and I can still barely hear you.
Well, can you hear me loud and clear now?
Not so much loud, but definitely clear.
But yeah, Mike, if you can turn down the input sensitivity on Discord.
Ah, I'm helpful.
Is it better?
A little bit. Not by a whole lot though.
Thing is, before you went into over here on this podcast, you could actually hear him talking.
Yeah, I know!
Whatever setting you change it back.
You should be able to hear me now.
Oh yeah, you're good now. Alright, but yeah, Mike, what's your favorite like early 2000s cartoon or TV show?
Where's Collie Dog?
Ooh, that was a good one. I feel like if you like popped acid and watched that show, you'd probably never stop pissing. Like you'd just be constantly pissing your pants.
Probably.
That show was like a fever dream. It really was. Oh, did you hear Coco Melon beat out PewDiePie in subs?
Oh, brother.
I don't even know what Coco Melon fucking is, but apparently
It's-
they beat PewDiePie out in subs.
It's like LSD for babies.
Oh yeah. It whenever babies hear it going on, the freaking theme song going off, they go nuts.
All I gotta say is, if you got your kid hooked on
TikTok
Coco
trend.
Melon, you need your kids taken away.
And it was a big TikTok trend that people were playing it, and as soon as they said Coco Melon, the kids came.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but you know fucking PewDiePie is gonna get it back because he's gonna rally for all his supporters to get him back up to 1.
I don't know. See, he tried to
No,
do that
he's
with
not
T-Series. Yeah, T-Series beat him out because T-Series had fucking slept with YouTube and made it so that anybody in India that starts a YouTube channel or opens a Google account automatically is subscribed to T-Series.
Series is literally trending #1.
Yep, because there's 2 bajillion people in fucking India.
I mean, maybe if, PewDiePie was still as big as he was.
I really thought you were about to call him out and be like, well, maybe if PewDiePie was funny.
Oh.
I don't think he's as funny as he used to be.
Watched the podcast, he'd be like, what?
Yeah, he's definitely not as
PewDiePie
funny as he was.
If PewDiePie watched the podcast, we'd be, have a lot more people.
But PewDiePie died. I'm sorry, PewDiePie kind of died off after he did his Happy Wheels.
After his Happy New Year's?
Happy Wheels.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think he died off after he screamed the N-word at a guy that was on a bridge in PUBG.
Maybe then too. I don't know.
That may have killed him off or boosted him more.
Yeah, one or the other, not both, definitely though. So, okay, did you guys hear about the YouTuber EDP and everything that went on? I think I talked about it on stream, but I don't know if we talked about it in the podcast before.
I have no idea who that is.
So basically, EDP is a big, heavy, fucking fat guy that did YouTube, and he's really fucking funny. But he got caught because there were some allegations of him being a sexual predator. Then, out of nowhere, apparently this predator hunting channel on YouTube fucking caught him in 4K. He was DMing what he thought was a 13-year-old girl. And then he openly said in the DMs, "Oh, no, we can't do nothing, you're 13. But then, like, 3 days later, he's talking about how he wants to fuck that pussy up. But then, that's not the worst part of it. They caught him, they sent him an address, he met up there, then they caught him, and his excuse was, "Man, to be honest, I'm just here to get a cupcake and dip."
He can't go to a grocery store?
Yeah.
He can get 12 cupcakes.
It was like, you can't get a fucking cupcake at Walmart, bro.
What the fuck?
And then recently, apparently, his channel got terminated off of YouTube, and then they also terminated the channel that exposed him.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they basically fucked themselves there.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, I know nothing. Apparently, these guys that did this weren't good people. Like, apparently, one of them was also on a registry. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've seen in some of my research.
I mean, it takes a sex offender to catch a sex offender, I guess, right?
Fuck, apparently. But yeah, and then there was memes going around because he's trying to walk away from the situation and he's calling somebody to come pick him up because he hitched a ride to this place.
Gee, okay,
then,
so he hitched a ride to get a cupcake? What the fuck?
Yeah, and then he's calling somebody to come pick him up, and the memes were floating around. He's like, "Yo, he calling Lester to get rid of his 5 stars."
Oh,
Jesus.
But apparently the police were notified, and they have all the information. So hopefully something comes out of that. Okay, so the meat and potatoes of today's podcast is about boxing.
Ooh.
So
I'm too busy watching hockey right now.
so everybody knows about Jake Paul being a boxer, right?
yeah, is that
If that's what you want to call it.
So first off, I'm gonna start off Onision, you know, the dude that like groomed somebody and then convinced her to live with him, marry him, and have his kid. He publicly called out and challenged Jake Paul to a boxing match. And his exact words were, "If you win, you're a hero. If you lose, you get a bag." So it's a win-win for everybody.
That's where I have problems with like celebrity fights.
Yeah.
Kind of like with a few years back when McGregor and Mayweather went at it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, but Mayweather had that beat.
Because it was in a boxing ring.
Right. Yeah. There was no way
You
McGregor
can't-
was going to win. He's used to taking people to
Yeah.
the ground.
And if the roles were switched, Mayweather would have gotten his ass beat.
Right.
So it's like you take two people that are completely out of element, or one person's out of element and the other person's just there. Do you really think Mayweather wants to be in this match? Do you think whether he loses or well, I guess if he loses, it's gonna be a problem. But
Yeah.
if he beats this dude, it's honestly not gonna add to his legacy.
I don't know. He's 50-0 right now.
Right.
Yeah, but he's not gonna need to beat Logan Paul to be better than he was before he
Right.
beat Logan
So-
Paul.
Logan Paul called him out, and Mayweather's like, "I bet."
Well, see, the thing is, I kind of respect Logan Paul right now because he did call him out, but at the same time, he's also been saying like, "Yeah, I'm honored to fight this motherfucker. Dude's the GOAT." Like, he's being respectful about it. He's not being Jake Paul and ripping the motherfucker's hat off his head and saying, "Got your hat."
See, that's just
That was
that's a straight up pussy.
yeah,
it's like-
yeah, because he took it and then ran after getting
And then-
fucking knocked.
And then he wants to cry about getting punched or whatever. Like, dude, If somebody walks up to me and steals something off my body, I'm gonna punch him in the fucking face. Like, that,
Yeah. Oh,
regardless of who it is.
And then he tried calling out Mayweather, saying you want to do 2 fights in one night.
Yeah, and then Mayweather's like, fuck it, I'll sign the contract.
Come on, he's like, start processing the paperwork.
In one night.
I swear, if that happens, that's gonna make history.
So, do you guys know how much Jake Paul's pay-per-view fight, like the fight pay-per-view alone, do you know how much he made off that?
More than he probably deserved.
He made 1.5 mil, and that was just off the pay-per-view. He was in the top 10 grossing boxing matches for the year.
So far.
So far, yes, but still.
But I think this boxing match right here got him beat.
But with him making over 1.5 mil and how he's been calling out McGregor, I think the money alone will be enough for McGregor to actually fight him.
Yeah, that's basically why McGregor and Mayweather went at it. They know they had the bag.
Right. Did you hear about fucking McGregor? Jake Paul was talking so much shit on Ireland, and then the fucking Irish mob threatened him.
Good. These fucking Paul brothers, man, they're fucking...
Logan has cleaned up his act, man. He's changed. I'm convinced. He's different. He's not the same dipshit that recorded a dead body hanging in a suicide forest. Yeah, he's a different dude. I respect it.
And then you got his brother being a fucking complete asshat.
Oh yeah, he makes a fucking dipshit of himself all the time.
Wasn't he the one that was doing the rioting and looting?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the mall.
Yeah, but he didn't go to jail for it. He's also this isn't anything related to boxing, but I want to bring it up. Logan Paul's best friend Mike, and I don't know how to say his last fucking name. He's on Impulsive, and he's like in the right chair next to Logan. He's been exposed for being a clout chaser and being kind of a piece of shit, and it's pretty interesting.
I mean, you can clearly tell.
Just because he made everybody do the one thing nobody wanted to do. And so now everybody's got to be like, fuck, now I have to say Jake Paul was right.
With people like that, especially like influencers in this day and age, obviously, because that's what everyone's worried about, a social standpoint. So of course there's going to be people next to these higher ups that are just trying to ride their coattails.
Right. But this guy was somebody who was friends with Logan for years. And so now the guy's not on Impulsive. Whenever Logan went to Puerto Rico, he didn't invite this guy. Like, he actively is staying away from the motherfucker.
Shit, I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, I put this note down almost 4 weeks ago. Sports Center finally confirmed Logan Paul is going to fight Mayweather on June 6th.
So, Sports Center's covering it.
Yeah. Yeah, Sports Center's probably going to cover it.
Didn't they announce that Chad Johnson, the former football player, is going to be fighting on that card too?
I didn't hear that. That'd be fucking sick, though. Who's he going to fight? Do you know?
I did not see, but I can look.
Oh, so y'all know who Usman is, right?
Who?
Usman. Right now in UFC, when you go pound for pound and hit for hit, he's the number one UFC fighter right now.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, Usman.
I've actually heard that name, believe it or not.
Yeah. So apparently, now this is rumors and speculation. It's not confirmation yet. But he did a TMZ interview, and he said he would be fighting a YouTuber.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Some people think it's Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, sorry, but he get his ass kicked.
Oh, easy. Especially because he's going from boxing to UFC. If he's fighting UFC, he's getting laid out. But I think it's more likely that it'll be Logan Paul, because Logan Paul is actually doing something with his life. Although Jake Paul's 4-0 right now.
Apparently Ocho Cinco doesn't have an opponent yet, but he is fighting on the card.
Maybe it's Usman.
Maybe it's one of the many fucking cornerbacks that he broke ankles during his career.
So I was talking with somebody at work, and they were like, McGregor has tried to make an official comeback, and he's lost 2 fights since then. Do you think
some of those situations where somebody should just stay retired?
Yeah. It's kind of like after Rousey lost her 1 fight, and then she tried to come back.
Seen her since.
Well, no, she came back once and then lost again, and then she went to the WWE.
Yep, she went to WWE, won, kept that belt for about a year, lost it at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Yada, yada.
Yeah.
And ever since then, all she does now is stay retired and stream video games on Facebook.
And she's pregnant.
It's those situations where sometimes you gotta just stay retired.
Yep.
I mean, these guys make all kinds of money. Why can't they just stay retired? That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
wanna know.
Oh, I completely agree.
Maybe in McGregor's case, it's he's unsatisfied with how his previous bouts went.
Maybe.
He wants to go off with a win.
Or maybe he
like-
just wants to stop being known for the guy who threw a chair at a bus.
Yeah, because obviously at this point, the amount of money the dude's brought in, it's probably more of like a respect thing now. Because
Right.
like obviously he's not fighting for money. He has all the money he got from fights and endorsements. So it has to be him just trying to finish his legacy off. Because it's obviously dipped.
He really should, because I mean, he's still getting money off that whiskey commercial he did.
Doesn't he own the whiskey company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
he also still got the commercial going on, so.
See, I think once you start making commercials as a fighter, that's kind of the sign of the end of your career.
yeah, unless it's like UFC related.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, like, The Rock is never going back to WWE, and he started making that tequila. He made that tequila, and he's...
I want to try that tequila.
I
I
might.
do want to try that tequila myself.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I-
Oh man.
Rumor says that it's made out of the sweat of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I mean, also you got to admit something about The Rock too is that regardless of his fighting, his movie career and everything else is kind of just
Skyrocketed.
Unlike other WWE stars too, because like John Cena, horrible. I'm
I don't know.
sorry.
I've seen some decent movies with John Cena in it.
John Cena's
But
also going to
it's
be
not
in
when
the new
he's the-
Fast and Furious.
After Fast and Furious 5, the other ones are not Fast and Furious. They're fucking. I don't know what they are. They don't exist.
Where's Paul Walker? Find Paul.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
no,
put
John
it in
Cena's
the-
been in some funny movies. He's like that Daddy's Home 2. That was a funny movie. So there's this rye whiskey that I'm like dying to try, and it's Angel's Envy, and they have two different. You can either have it finished
sorry.
in a bourbon port barrel, or finished in rum casks.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That does sound
you know how much it is?
Do you get to keep the barrel?
No, it's
Well, shit.
it's $150 for a bottle
good.
of
Night.
750 milliliter.
That shit better knock me the fuck out just by smelling it.
Also, you can go to, and it's a rye whiskey. It's not a wheat or barley. It's rye. This shit is fucking love rye whiskey. But you can go to their bottling plant. I think it's like $250 a person. You bottle your own rye
Ooh.
whiskey. They take you on a tour, and then at the end of the tour, you get to bottle your own.
I'm down for that shit.
And I'm like, me and Bunny are gonna go do that
I
shit at
think,
some
I think
point.
I'm about to be making a trip to Louisville.
Right?
You could do that. You could
I
do
mean,
that.
I mean-
You could do that in Puerto Rico at the Bacardi factory.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm right
Bacardi's-
here in northern Tennessee, right there.
yeah,
in
but then you
Kentucky
can't
border.
fucking
It's
fly back with the bottle.
Yeah, you can.
yeah,
It ain't-
Puerto Rico's part of the U.S.
2.5, 3 hour drive for me. I'd do it.
Hell yeah.
I thought the TSA makes you dump shit out.
No, not when it's from Puerto Rico.
Oh,
they
okay.
make you declare if you have any like fruits or vegetables, because the fruits and veggies in Puerto Rico are different than the fruits and veggies here.
Yeah,
But-
you don't want to contaminate anything.
Right, and you don't want to have like invasive species. Yeah, there was a video I saw actually, since we're talking about invasive species. This dude, he's driving from Nevada over into California, and he has an apple in his hand while he's driving. And like apparently in California on certain borders, there's I don't know what they're called, so I'm gonna call them border control, but I know that's not what they are.
It's like a check station.
Yeah, but they're not cops, but like they can legally
Fruit border
search you.
control.
Yeah, they can legally search your car, and it doesn't violate Fourth Amendment according to the Supreme Court, which is, ooh, I don't know how that happens.
It's California.
I was stationed in California, and whenever I went on vacation back home, and I came back through, I had to go through one of those. I'm like, no, I'm just bringing some cats back from Tennessee. That's about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
They
you
ask
got
if have,
drugs?
like-
Yeah, we're more concerned about bananas.
They ask you if you have any illegal animals too. Animals that are not allowed in California.
yep.
I'm like,
And then like, so this dude has an apple in his hand, right? And he's eating the apple while they're asking him questions. And then they're like, "Do you have any fruits or vegetables in your car?" He takes this big fucking chomp out of this apple and goes, "No." And she goes, "You have an apple in your hand," and he goes, "Then why are you asking stupid fucking questions?" And then she's like, "Pull over up ahead." He goes, "No, that's a violation of my rights, bitch." And then he starts speeding.
An apple a day keeps the fucking border patrol away.
But yeah, no, I mean, I guess I can understand it, because like there are certain kinds of apples that are an invasive species in certain places. Kind of like you don't want palm trees in northern Texas, Mark. because it kills the palm
Oh,
trees
the Sonic.
and it makes it harder for the trees around them to get any sunlight and kills them.
I don't know about North Texas, but fucking every fucking Sonic in East Texas has a fucking palm tree in the parking lot.
And I feel bad because it's like every time it snows anywhere in Texas, like in North Texas, those palm trees die, so they have to replant new ones.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why they even put them there.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's kind of like Florida, and like they have a bunch of fucking Burmese pythons in Florida, and it's because people get them as pets, and then they don't know how to take care of a 23-foot long snake, and so they just set it free.
To get your point across, you totally could have just stopped it. It's like Florida, and everybody would have understood.
Ooh, okay. This is a hot
You couldn't
take.
pay me enough to go to Florida.
This is a really hot take. Which one's more of a problem child of the United States, California or Florida?
California.
Florida.
California.
Mike, why do you think Florida's worse than Cali?
Do you see what they do down there? Do you see what's been going on during COVID? They don't
You
care.
see
Yeah,
what
you're
you
right,
can't
but they
do
have-
in California.
But they have a lower population and a, per percentage based on population, a lower COVID contraction rate than California. And California locks their shit down. Like, complete full
California
lockdown.
wants to do fucking COVID passports.
Also, California can't keep their fucking power on!
No, that's Texas.
No! No, that's Cali, bro! Texas
No,
was
that's
a
Texas
result.
during the winter.
I was stationed in California. I'll never go back.
Yeah, no, California legitimately
I'll
has...
go visit Florida anytime. I won't go back to California at all.
I've been to Florida once, and it was a good time. I've never been to California.
He was drunk. Don't listen to him.
I'd be willing to go to California if I didn't have to deal with the literal shit in some of the city streets, like San Francisco.
Dude, California is
Dude,
literally,
Okay.
California is
Francisco is a
literally
lot of
a
hills.
country that I wish that would succeed from America.
San
I'm not
Francisco.
gonna lie.
I-
You
I'll be honest.
gotta remember though. You gotta remember though. San Francisco, that's a lot of fucking hills.
Well, it's a lot of homeless people, but if they made it illegal to shit in the streets, people wouldn't shit in the streets. They legalized shitting in the streets. They made it not illegal to shit in the streets.
Okay, so even if I wasn't homeless, if I knew that it was legal to shit in the streets, I probably would take them up on the offer at least once.
Right? So it's not even just homeless guy shit. It's Tom down the street. I saw him busting his ass out.
Oh,
No,
babe,
I
you're,
would not
you're,
do
you're
the
using
same
the
thing.
only bathroom? Alright, let me go use the front yard. Like, then your neighbor across the street's doing it. Hey, Ron. Like, you guys stare at each other like two fucking dogs.
You're staring at each other for dominance of the neighborhood.
I don't know. But California, the more I hear about California, the less, even if I was financially able to go to Cali, I just wouldn't.
Like, I'd love to go to LA if I didn't, get risk getting shot by MS-13. But, like, in all seriousness, there are some places in California that are really fucking pretty. I would love to go to the desert in California. I've never been to
Oh,
a
yeah.
full-on desert, and I think it would be lit. I don't know. If I go to Nevada, I'm gonna go gamble.
I'm not allowed to drive in Arizona.
Yeah, go gamble and then get drunk and pass out in the Mojave Desert.
I'd go to California for, like, the desert. I'd go to Los Angeles just to see shit. I'd want to go to the Hollywood sign and take a picture of me pissing on it.
The mountains in their country area out in California, yeah, it's really pretty. I do admit that one.
Yeah. And, it's one of those things where it's like, and Florida used to suffer from this issue too. It's not as bad anymore. It's like, if you would take a minute and just think about the consequences of everything you're doing. Like, even New York has started to just stop and think. I'm talking
That's
New
a
York
first.
City. I'm talking New York City. New York State, I love the state of New York. They're awesome.
I
But New
fucking
York
hate
City is
New
kind of
York
meh.
City. They're assholes, all
But-
of them.
But
I've never been up that far north.
Or like Chicago. Chicago, it has some really pretty areas. I loved going to Chicago when I was there. It was awesome. And then I went downtown after midnight, or not after midnight, but after nightfall in a Vietnamese restaurant with my uncle. We had to take 3 back routes. What was a 10-minute walk to his condo became a 3-hour walk to his condo because we kept hearing fucking gunshots. And it wasn't like, oh, there's gunshots 4 blocks away. It's like, oh, fuck. Why was that next to me?
It reminds me of whenever I used to apartment maintenance. My first day on the job, there was a shooting in the parking lot. I'm like, is this the right choice for me?
Everywhere is great until you
I
find
think
a
it's that
reason
year
for
I
it not
worked
to
there, that
be.
wasn't the only shooting.
My dad works at an inner Kansas City hospital, and he's a security officer there, and he works alongside with the police. And yeah, they have like a ton of gunshot victims come in. And one time, they had a gunshot victim come in, and then while they're literally dragging this dude out of his woman's car, there's bullets going over their heads, like maybe 5 feet over their heads, and hitting the building.
Good grief.
Yeah. There was also a guy that, like, he jumped out of his car because somebody was shooting at it, and when he was rolling down this hill because he jumped out of his car, they kept shooting at him. He had 12 bullet holes in his body.
Good grief.
Magic
One
of
those
modern
shootings
medicine.
at that apartment. This guy literally came home from work at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and there was people outside of his apartment waiting on him to
Ooh.
walk in his apartment and started shooting at the apartment while he was just sitting there watching TV. I walked back there the next morning. I was looking. They had a little paint line sitting right there in the tree line. I swear it's probably some kind of gang initiation where they say, hey, right here, this paint, wait for this guy to get home and start shooting.
That's fucked.
Guaranteed. We went from boxing to alcohol to John Cena to California, illegal fruits.
We just don't know how to stay on topic. Let's just put that.
That's true. That's true. So, if you could go to any country in the world that's not the United States and stay there for a year, where would you go?
Japan.
Mike, you say Japan?
Oh, hell yeah. Tech capital of the world.
Tech capital of the world, but also, you know, Yakuza! Sex trafficking out the wazoo!
He said he
Wow.
wants to be sex trafficked.
It's illegal to carry guns out there, too, so, you know, there is kind of less violence out there.
That is not true. There is more violence there than here.
Mm.
It's just that it literally boils down to it is all gang violence compared to here where some of it is not. It's
Well,
not terroristic
I want to go to
violence.
Tokyo, the tech capital of the world right there, and, you know, get myself into drifting.
Into what?
Drifting.
Oh, I thought you said groupthink. I was like, whoa, what?
No, I want to drift the streets of Tokyo.
He said he wants that 72 virgins. That's what he's looking for.
I want to be able to drift Mount Fuji.
That'd be lit. Yeah, I'd visit Tokyo. I don't think I'd ever live there.
Germany is mine.
My grandfather is German.
I have German on my mom's side of the family.
Yeah, Germans are
But
fun. They know how
I
to drink.
was in Germany for like a week and a half, and I didn't want to come back home.
See, I hear about some of the laws in Germany, and it makes me not want to like stay there permanently. Mark, if you could go and live in any one country for a year, where would it be?
Italy.
Italy? Oh yeah, you're Italian.
100%. I would learn everything I can in a year and then fucking forget it 5 minutes back in America.
So, would you learn how to make proper spaghetti or pizza?
100%. I would learn how to make everything Italian homemade.
So, do you know how to speak Italian?
Yeah. To be fair, Italians are just the Mexicans of Europe, so.
You mean to the Mexicans of New Jersey?
No, those aren't Italians. Those are retards.
Dude, Jersey Shore was the worst. Didn't Snooki start a fucking music career?
No.
Didn't they all start music careers?
Failed.
That was DJ Pauly D.
DJ Hootie, what now?
His name Pauly D. His DJ name is DJ
I'm
Pauly
gonna
D.
change my legal name to DJ Hootie. What now? Oh, are you a DJ? No. What tells you
But
that?
no, Pauly D mainly he does tours and shit, but he mainly DJs in Vegas.
Well, at least he made something of himself after being on a shit TV show.
I could have infinite source of money and I would still somehow lose it all in Vegas.
Yeah, you got infinite amount of money. You won't be broke at all. Go to Vegas. Yeah, I'm broke.
You come out with nothing.
Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of glad that Texas doesn't have any fucking like actual casinos.
Oh, we have a ton in Missouri.
Yeah, we have a ton out here in New York.
It's all fucking computer shit. It's all slots and online poker over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't go
Yeah,
to
there's no
Vegas.
card tables.
Don't go to
Oh.
Vegas and go to the Big Nugget. You might get stuck on blackjack and lose everything.
Ooh,
Lose your
that's true. Fucking bet your third child.
Unless you're like Zach Galifianakis on freaking Hangover Part 1 and
God.
count cards.
Look, you get me a couple Jacks and Cokes inside me, and I will probably blow all my money at a casino.
Did you know counting cards is not illegal?
It's just frowned upon.
Yeah, it's basically like, it's not illegal, but they can still kick you out because it's against house rules. So if you ever get told you're gonna go to jail for counting cards, tell that person they're dumb and to fuck off.
Can we talk about how like just about everyone on the internet has claimed to have a fat ass gym teacher?
I did in
I
high
used to have
school,
one.
but
I did in elementary school. Jesus Christ.
in middle school, my gym teacher was this like buff fucking, almost looked like fucking John Cena motherfucker. And then he quit right after my 8th grade year and then went and became a principal. And then I went to fucking high school and Mans was like 300 pounds easy. Like 5'6".
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, fucking wide. I'm talking like short and wide.
Always had the fat old men.
Oh yeah, this dude was like easily 60.
I'm sorry, but I feel like having a fat and unfit gym teacher is like having a dyslexic person as a fucking language teacher.
It's like
We had this one gym teacher. She was like all fit and athletic. Like she was fucking Adidas from head to toe.
MILF status or no?
No. Like, you know the lesbian from Glee?
Oh no!
Like that, but 70.
Oh. Oh, no.
And
Nice.
she would like outrun all of us, right? Now here comes the punchline. She had a stroke. She wasn't outrunning anyone after that.
Oh.
She came back to work, but she would like just limp around. I was like, why would you come back?
My high school gym teacher, I'm not gonna call him out. I want to because he was a dick. But so him and one of the track kids got into a screaming match out on the football field because he would have us run laps around the football field before we did anything. Like I said before, man is like 5'6", 300 pounds, yelling at this track kid that he didn't beat the mile time. And so the kid that runs track goes, "You run it and beat the mile time, fat ass!" I mean, the kid didn't pass gym, but still, it was funny as shit.
God.
I still don't know how you don't pass gym. That's the easiest class to pass.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in high school, all you gotta do is show up.
Show up, shoot like 2 3-pointers, and then you're good.
I love the gym. I ain't gonna...
Unless you're short, fat, and white, then you can't shoot nothing.
Okay, speaking of nasty shit, do you know what sourdough is made from? To my knowledge, it is made from fucking there's a mold yeast, and you
Every
let it
time I hear
sit
sourdough,
and
I get
age.
triggered.
Dude, sourdough's gross. Does anybody like sourdough here?
I have one bad experience with sourdough, and it's not exactly sourdough's fault, but I'm never getting sourdough again.
I gotta know about this bad experience now.
Same. What is it?
Okay, so we moved because where we were living before, we didn't have like DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything because it was like a smaller town. So we moved to a bigger city, and it has everything. And we were ordering, and I was like, where was it? I think it was from Wendy's. They had like a sourdough burger or whatever.
Ew.
That's Burger King.
It was one of them. I don't fucking know.
That's Jack Stack. Or
All
Jack
I
in the
know
Box.
is-
Jack in the Box.
All I know is, yes, Jack in the Box. It was them. Those
Yeah.
fucking assholes.
Yeah, my Bunny loves that shit. Bunny loves Jack in the Box.
So I was like, okay, I've never had Jack in the Box, but prior to that, so I was like, you know what? I'll just try this. It looked good, but I didn't want sourdough because I wanted a normal bun. So, like with these food apps, you can like customize your order and shit.
Yeah.
So it said sourdough bun. I unselected it, thinking I was gonna get a normal bun, right? This fucking place sent me a goddamn cheeseburger in a bowl. Fucking Jack! Never again am I getting anything sourdough related or from Jack in a Box because these fucking idiots sent me a goddamn burger in a bowl.
Are you hold on. Are you sure you forgot that you didn't see that it also said you could select other options?
No, like literally the only option showed was sourdough bun, and that was it. I thought deselecting the sourdough bun was gonna give me a regular bun because they have regular buns for all their other burgers. I didn't know I was gonna get a bowl for buns. So I fucking, I'm sitting here, I'm upset. Like I didn't even want the fucking thing anymore because it didn't have a bun.
I bet they still put sourdough in it though.
I was so upset, dude. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a burger, right? Whatever, because I always get burgers. And then it just.
I used to work at Sonic, and I'd have people come in order all the time, have a burger without the bun. I'm like, what do you got?
What the fuck? Just go get a meatloaf.
So I will say, I used to be on a diet, and I would cut out as much carbs as I could, and I'd get like lettuce wraps. So I'd go to like Freddy's, and then I would have it like wrapped in a leaf of lettuce. Not only does it look sexy enough to fuck, but it tastes really good too. So like now, if I'm craving food, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat that much food, I'll go out and get like a double cheeseburger from somewhere, but I'll get it in a lettuce wrap, and then I don't feel like such a fat piece of shit. I'm still a fat piece of shit, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like a fat piece of shit.
when I was working for Walmart and they had a Subway in the store, and I'd get Subway every fucking payday just to like treat myself or whatever. And I was like, I'm not gonna get lettuce. I'm gonna get spinach because that's healthier. And meanwhile, I got all this other non-healthy shit on the fucking sub, and it's like I feel better. The spinach doesn't help at all.
Spinach low-key slaps.
It does. I love it.
You get a sub sandwich, and you also get salt and vinegar and everything else on there.
I hate Walmart Subways because like Bunny loves them. She's like, oh yeah, they have those cute little pizzas and they always get my order right. And oh my god. Meanwhile, I'm like, bro, they don't even have barbecue sauce.
Mine does.
Fuck you.
Man, that fucking my last couple months at Walmart, that fucking Subway fucked me, man. I'd be working like, I don't know, 8 to 5s every fucking day.
Okay.
And I'd go around 11:30, 12 for lunch. There'd be nobody there. And I'd ring the bell. And you can hear them in the back, and they're just not coming out. By the time I walk around the store, get me something actual for food, and I'm checking out, I look over at Subway, and there's 3 fucking people standing in the back waiting to help people. I'm like, are you fucking... Like, it was literally, like, every time I do it, the difference between me leaving the store and going to check out something else from Walmart was, like, a 5-minute interval.
It's funny
So
as
it's
shit.
It got to the point to where I bought my lunch, I walked over, I was like, where the fuck were you guys? And they're like, well, we're here. You could have ringed the bell. I was like, I was ringing a bell. I was ringing this little fucking bell like 20 fucking times. They got like the third time. I was like, third time's the charm. I'm going to try it again today. I was pissed off. I was sitting there. I was like, ding, 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 ding. Gave up.
Yeah, no, every time I go to a Subway in a Walmart, it's bad. Like, Bunny goes there and she'll get my food and it turns out fine. But I go there and they're like, oh yeah, we're out of Black Forest ham. Also, we don't have any more mayonnaise, mustard, honey mustard, barbecue sauce, or spicy barbecue.
But we
it's
have
just like-
tartar sauce.
Yeah, we have tartar sauce and ketchup.
Just suck the relish out.
Also, all we have left is the meatball marinara and chicken tenders. Would you like that on a sandwich, sir? Like, fuck you, no!
I feel like... Okay, fast food joints in general, it's a hit or miss.
Guess I never miss, huh?
Turn off the stream. Go to bed, Turt. I'm sick of you. But I feel like fast food joints in Walmarts, like normal fast food joints, 50-50. Fast food joints in Walmart, it's like 30-70.
Not even that. It's like 10-90, dog.
We went, the one that we frequent has a McDonald's, and one of the recent times we went, we just went for drinks.
Still have McDonald's?
Yeah.
I thought they've all like switched to dang freaking Subways.
No, there's one that has a Starbucks, and there's one that has a KFC.
The one that has Starbucks, that's Target.
Well, there's like 16 fucking Walmarts within a mile of me. So,
Damn.
yeah. Dude, I've been living in Texas for 2 fucking years, and I just now went to this Walmart that I've never been to last week.
And
I didn't even know it existed, and it was in 2 miles of me.
And I bet you it's the same as the rest.
It was actually so much bigger. It was scary. I didn't want to go there ever again.
So, what bothers me is that, like...
Walmart, there's a bigger Walmart here in New York. It's literally 2 fucking floors, and they have an escalator.
When it comes to Walmarts, like, I can barely trust, like, going into Walmart for groceries, right? Because the Walmart I'm by, like, it's a 50-50 shot on if you could get, you know, a gun pulled on you in the parking lot. So, I don't like going there if I don't have to. And so...
I just don't like going anywhere if I don't have to.
So, like, I go to Walmart and I get, like, there's a Subway in my Walmart. Go to Walmart, I get groceries for the week, and then, like, I dip. Because if I go once a week, I'm good. And then...
For the week, I get groceries for the whole month.
I try to, and then I go there hungry, and then I come home and eat half the things I just bought. So...
Here's what happened in my house. My girlfriend always orders food at Food Line, and I pick it up on the way home.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
See, I hate doing that shit with Walmart because they always fuck my shit up.
See, we have Hy-Vee out here, and Hy-Vee is really good about that kind of stuff. They actually deliver to you. Walmart, on the other hand, I went in there and I was like, hey, you guys do online shopping, right? And they were like, yeah, of course we do. I was like, do you do, like, grocery delivery? And they were like, sometimes. And I was like, what do you mean sometimes? And they were like, well, it depends on who's in the back. What? Depends on who's in the back? What do you mean?
So,
like, does it depend on the time of day? What?
I don't know about your Walmart or where you are, but where we are, they do like the whole Walmart Plus and delivery thing now.
No, they have not.
So
not the delivery thing.
We got cause you know I had COVID. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to be around anyone. So we got a little bit of groceries delivered, right?
Mhm.
Unbeknownst to me, because Kaylee refused to give me this information. If you do Walmart grocery delivery, not only do you have to pay for the delivery, they force you to tip the motherfucking driver.
There you go.
So I had to pay $7 in delivery, and then I had to pay another $5 because that was the minimum you could tip the motherfucker. I'm over here, fucking $10+ I could have spent half of that in gas going to fucking Walmart. And then the motherfuckers, I hate anytime we do grocery pickup. I don't get any meats or like anything that you have to actually know what the fuck you're picking.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
every time I get meat, it's like I get fat with meat on the side.
yeah.
Like every time I want a steak, if I'm literally just wanting a steak and potatoes, I will go to Walmart just to get steak and potatoes because these motherfuckers don't know how to pick meat or veggies or fruits to save their life.
What kills me is like, I go to Hy-Vee, right, and they don't have these pre-sliced watermelons. I like watermelon. Monique likes watermelon, so I'll go get a watermelon every once in a while, right?
I love watermelon.
So I go to Hy-Vee and I get like these big, fat, fucking juicy fucking watermelons. Get these fat, juicy fucking watermelons at Hy-Vee, like $2 for a 6-pound watermelon. I'm like, fuck yeah. I go to fucking Walmart, dude. Fucking Walmart. They've got these pre-sliced motherfuckers. They don't sell whole watermelons, and it's $7 for pre-sliced watermelon. It's not even a whole fucking watermelon.
Yeah.
It's like quarter of a watermelon for $7.
The thing that
He's
gets me
buying
about that, the whole pre-sliced and pre-chopped shit at Walmart, is I used to work over in the produce section, and they'd be like, go stock the pre-sliced wall. They'd have these maybe half an ounce, quote unquote, fajita bowls, right? And it's the pre-diced onions, peppers, whatever. It's barely a slice of each vegetable, and they're charging $6 for it.
What the fuck?
For the $7 I could spend on a whole bell pepper, a whole onion, and a whole fucking jalapeno, I could make 6 of that bowl.
And then sell it back to Walmart.
Exactly.
I want my money
I don't
back.
know. Like, I'm fine with them picking out my boxed and canned items, but after I got a watermelon through their grocery pickup, and there was a big old slab of mold on the side of it, I was like, I'm not doing this shit again.
Nah, fuck that.
So sometimes they fuck up and they give you free shit, because the last order we got, I got a free bottle of fucking Pantene conditioner. Didn't pay for it. It was in my bag with my fucking fruit. So apparently conditioner is fruit to the fucking
You better
water
hope that
association.
conditioner didn't open.
Extra flavor, my dude. I have trust issues with shit like that. Like, I personally believe I have a better eye than other people. Like, half the time I don't even let Kaylee pick out our meats.
See, with me, I used to be so bad. So, Mike, you might know, I used to have this addiction to fucking DoorDash, right? But before that...
It's like every fucking day you're getting...
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I was down bad for DoorDash. Before that, I didn't even trust ordering online and going and picking it up. I would spend the 20 minutes in a line at Chipotle, which already makes me shit blood.
Oh, I haven't had Chipotle since before my dad died.
Like, I don't eat Chipotle anymore. Not because it's spicy, it's because I get salmonella every fucking time.
Ugh.
Anyways, I would rather wait in 20 minutes lines than have it delivered to me at work when I have a 25-minute lunch break.
Yeah.
Then I got this really bright idea, and I was like, I'm gonna try DoorDash once. And I got the food, and nobody spat in my drink, and I was like, oh, this is actually not half bad. Only $10 extra for this meal that cost me $4. It all went downhill from there, and then now I'm an active believer of don't do DoorDash. Nobody do DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub.
I have to keep convincing Kaylee to stop fucking ordering out, because 9 times out of 10 our shit gets fucked up anyways.
Oh yeah, it's fucked up, and then like the worst part, they make it to your house, they don't see your front porch light on, they don't knock on your door, and they just cancel the order and keep driving off. Like, that's the equivalent of stealing my motherfucking food!
I mean, if there's a car in the driveway, someone's home.
We had one of the recent times we did DoorDash. We got it from Taco Bell. Now, granted, we got it a little late. Like, it was like within the hour that they were closing. The fucking Dasher, number one, they're supposed to confirm the order is correct with what they're picking up.
Right.
So the person, it shows my name. This fucking person picked up a fucking order for Josh C or whatever. And I was like, you're delivering to Mark, and the fucking ticket says Josh. Where do you see that's correct?
See, I always get the situation. I do Grubhub at work, and I always get the situation. Yes, I want all my utensils included. Yes. They always forget the straw, so now I have it in my little thing, commenting at the bottom, like, please bring a straw. It's sad when you gotta say, "Hey, please bring." You got a cup that requires a straw, but they don't bring you a freaking straw.
They need to fucking add an option to have no ice, because why the fuck do I need ice from a place that's 5 minutes up the road? My drink's gonna be cold by the time you get here.
Oh, I never get ice. But you know what? Whenever I do a no ice option on DoorDash, it always charges me 50 cents.
What the fuck?
And I know why. It's because you get more drink in there if you don't have ice. But at the same time, I just don't want my fucking Coke to be watered down in 10 minutes.
My drink comes out cold. Why do I need ice? I'm not even doing it for the fact that I get more drink. I'm just doing it because I like a cold drink.
I mean, they always come out cold.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just don't like watered down soda.
Or fucking DoorDash, the motherfuckers, or maybe it's Taco Bell. It's somebody's fucking retarded, and it's not me. Every time I get Taco Bell, I like the sauce, especially the Diablo sauce. It's really good. I can put literally the last time we fucking did it, I had 60 items on my DoorDash order, and 40 of them were sauce. Because I wanted it to stand out that I wanted sauce. Like, I wanted them to look at this order and say, he wants 80 packets of fire sauce? No fucking way. I didn't get one. I didn't get one sauce. The fucking order total, the total of items on the order was like 105, and it was like 60% sauce. I didn't get a single fucking packet.
That's what happened last time I ordered Taco Bell like that. I didn't get any sauce. I'm like, really?
Dude, one time I ordered Taco Bell, it was the right order, except I didn't get 3 burritos. They brought me a bag with a single burrito and a single Doritos Locos Taco.
Oh my god.
I ordered 4 burritos. I was like, wait, where are my other 3 burritos? The dude was like, I don't know. I was like, what do you mean?
There's
fucking one time we got nachos. You know, they come in the box.
Yeah.
This motherfucker pulled up and he had a bag. And it wasn't boxy or anything. He had the bag and the drinks. I was like, you got the nachos? He was like, what nachos? I was like, did you not look at the order? He was like, they said this is all. Do you think there's 2 boxes of nachos sitting in this small bag? He goes, probably. And he fucking walked away.
One time, so there's an Arabian restaurant here, and it's really good food. And I'm saying this not out of hatred, but out of love, because it was hilarious. So he gets to my house, and on DoorDash, I have it set up knock and leave, because I don't want to have to
I
talk
never
to
read
people.
that shit.
I don't want to have to talk to people. Normally, they do it fine. But the reason I say knock and leave is because even if I'm gaming, I have 2 large dogs. So I'm going to hear them bark. So I'll be good. I'll know you're here,
My
and you
dog
can be on
barks
your way.
before they even knock on the door.
This dude, he calls me, and his accent is really thick. And I already felt bad because I asked him 4 times to repeat it. And then he finally takes this really deep fucking breath. He goes, I am here, sir. I was like, oh, okay. I put on the website to just leave it at my door, so just go ahead and leave it by my door. And I guess for some reason in his mind, leave it by my door meant stand and wait at my door. Because I go to the door after finishing a long fucking game of Search. I go to the front door, and he's standing there with this big shit-eating grin. He's just smiling. And he's like, here you go. I was like, okay, thank you. And I was like, you have a great day, man. And he looked back and he's like, he gave me the peace sign. He was like, you too, bro. And then he got in his car and dipped. I was like, what just happened?
Fucking awesome.
But at the same time, it's like, I understand. I couldn't understand him and made him repeat the same thing 4 times. He probably just didn't understand me.
Now, my favorite thing with ordering food is when you get an actual dumbass. So, like, sometimes when you order with Uber Eats, you have to provide the driver with a code.
Oh,
a confirmation code. So, okay, so Uber's really ass backwards. Like, half the time the code is the 4-digit code that they give you on the screen, and then the other times it's the last 4 of your fucking phone number, and they never tell you which one it is. So, the recent time I did Uber Eats, because I don't do Uber Eats anymore because Cash App has a 10% discount on DoorDash.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you get a free Cash App card, just load your money on there, select the boost, 10% off.
Nice.
So, the last time we got Uber Eats, I got McDonald's breakfast. You know, whatever. It was the end of the week. You know, I was gonna splurge. I was gonna spend my last bit of money on food. So I gave the driver my code. I go up. I'm feeding the cats or whatever, and my phone's going off. I'm like, okay, if it's important, they'll leave a message. You know, whatever. I come back to my phone. Apparently, it was the driver trying to call me because I gave her the wrong code. Because, like I said, it doesn't tell you which of the 2 codes the driver needs. So instead of trying to persist on getting the code for me, she just cancels the order and I get my money refunded, and then I got dinner the same day. Because she didn't want to fight me. Like, I got free food.
That's hilarious.
And then I got dinner.
No, what kills me with stupid people on DoorDash, I used to work in Kansas, and I live in Missouri, so I worked across a state border, right?
Yeah.
I ordered DoorDash. I put in this specific address. Now, my company at the time used to be Rite Made, and it changed to Iconics. Whenever it was Rite Made, it was further up north in Kansas. I put in the correct address. For some asinine reason, when I look down at my phone to see where this chick is, she is so far north of me, I just see the little red dot up on the top of the map. And so I called her, and I was like, what are you doing that far north? And she's like, well, it said it was Rite Made paper, so I put in Rite Made on the thing. I was like, but what did DoorDash tell you to go to? Where's your DoorDash maps telling you to go?
Oh, my God.
And she was like, well, I didn't look at my DoorDash maps. And I was like, maybe you fucking should, because now my food's cold. And then she does, and she's like, oh, shit, I'm like 45 minutes away. And I was like, well, then you better go back and get me some new food or something. Like, because I'm not eating cold fucking food. And so she did. Like, she went back and...
I dealt with for freaking Grubhub. I sat there, ordered some food, and I'm sitting here waiting. It said my food's ready. And then it says on the thing, it says, this food is delivered by the restaurant, not by actual Grubhub. I'm like, okay. So I called the restaurant. I was ordering my food. Oh, it should be on its way. It was delayed a little bit. I couldn't understand the word he said. I had to ask him to repeat 500 million times. Finally, I'm like, I'm getting tired of this. Cancel my order. 2 hours later, they finally was like, you need to cancel your order. Just go ahead and call Grubhub. So I called Grubhub. Oh, apparently no. They got Grubhub had it in their system that they deliver their own food. But no, they were sitting there waiting for Grubhub to come and pick up the food to bring to them.
Oh my God.
Oh God. That's fucked.
I mean, I got refunded the money and a 20% discount off my next order, but I was fucking hungry.
The last time I went to a fucking Taco Bell drive-thru, they fucked up our order and we turned back around and got 2 free taco coupons. She fucking refuses to take me to Taco Bell for 2 free tacos. Like, if I wasn't enjoying my last couple days before heading back to work after 2 fucking weeks, I was gonna drive myself to fucking Taco Bell just to get 2 free soft tacos.
I was at Taco Bell with Bunny, and we go through Taco Bell, and for some reason, Bunny's like, I need to check the food. Don't move anywhere.
I always check the food.
And so in my brain, I just was like, okay, and then I put it in drive and moved forward a little bit. There was nobody behind me yet, so thank God. She just screams, don't move, they forgot my taco! And I slam that bitch in reverse, and I peel back, and this chick is just... I know she sees me out of the corner of her eye. She's at the window, on her cell phone, and I'm in my fucking window, hanging out the window, waving my arms around like a retard, going, hey! My taco! Hey! Finally, Bunny's like, here, throw this. And it's this little fucking pebble she finds in the floorboard of my car. And I throw it, and it hits the window, and it scares the shit out of this bitch. And she, like, fumbles her phone in her hand, and she looks at me, and she opens it. Oh, is something wrong? I'm like, I just sat out here screaming for 3 minutes that you forgot my fucking taco. Are you telling me you didn't hear me? What?
Man. Fucking Kaylee hates whenever they fuck up an order because I always whip it back around. Like, if I don't give a fuck if they give me this shit for free. If it's supposed to be in my bag, I want it in my bag.
Oh yeah, on God.
But yeah, if any of you frequent DoorDash,
stop.
get a Cash App card. Discounts for days.
This is not sponsored by Cash App.
But yeah, Cash App, not a sponsor or anything, but they do have wonderful weekly deals.
See, PayPal has some good... I get emails from PayPal, and it's because I have to, because it's through Twitch. So, PayPal, they email me, and they're like, oh, you could sign up for a credit card.
Yep.
Not a PayPal card, a credit card through PayPal, and you can get all these discounts. But they never tell me where the discounts are for. They just say you can get discounts. Like, discounts on what? It matters, because if I'm going to fucking Cirilla's and I'm getting discounts on sex toys, I'm not gonna get a PayPal card. I'm sorry. That's just not gonna happen. But if I get discounts on groceries, then yes, I'll do it.
I highly suggest a fucking Cash App card for, like, eating out and shit.
Cash App better sponsor us after this.
Like, you could customize the card and everything. Like, I got a fucking emoji of flying money on mine.
Did you know that it used to be, speaking of sponsors, I'm sorry, this is really off topic, Red Bull back in like 2010, 2012, whenever they would have like YouTubers say Red Bull or drink a Red Bull on a camera, they would send them a check. I wish I had a webcam that I would use, because then I would do that.
Did you know that a majority of the Monster Energy sponsored athletes, they're not actually drinking Monster in their interviews?
Are they drinking?
So they have the cans, right?
Yeah.
Monster Special makes bottled water to
In a
look
can.
like energy drinks for their athletes that they sponsor.
What the fuck?
It's the can and everything, but in a very faint font, it says water. So it looks like they're drinking the product without actually ruining their like hydration after like a NASCAR event or football or whatever.
You know why I think that's fucking ass? Because then you have fucking recreational little league baseball teams where like a fucking
downing monster
12-year-old just finishes a game and he's like pouring Monster in his face, getting the shit in his eyes, screaming because it hurts, but he's like, yeah, I'm like George Brett.
Remember when Gatorade did their like 3-step line where they had like the pre-game, during game, and then post-game drinks?
Oh yeah, they still have
and they had,
G2.
like, the little gummies.
They still have G2, but it's just watered down Gatorade.
Yeah. Man, when I was in football, I would always have G1, G2, G3, and then I'd have the calm down gummies or whatever. I felt like fucking LeBron James in 2012. I'm telling you. I'm over here, my man titties and everything. I'm not noticing any difference
The
at all.
white
But I'm
tubby LeBron James.
I'm over here fucking feeling like God himself is pissing on me as every step I take because I have fucking Gatorade in every fucking forest of my body.
You know they made fucking protein bars for a while?
Mm-hmm.
They still do.
They still do?
Yeah,
God, that's so gross. I tried one and it was like a chocolate peanut butter one and it tasted like somebody shat it out after eating dog shit. It was gross.
Dog shit after licking peanut butter off the balls of his owner.
I'm sorry.
Maybe that's what the CEO of fucking Gatorade does for those protein bars.
Why is it that the things that taste good are always bad for you? But
Gatorade was also doing they still do the protein shakes.
Yeah, they do. They do that like the whey protein style shake things.
That's
yeah.
weird. That's just fucking weird.
See, I don't mind it. I mean, they're capitalizing on a bunch of idiots who think protein powder before you work out is a good idea.
Man, the Gatorade powder, like the shit where you can make it in the gallons, is not as good as regular Gatorade.
I disagree. It depends. It depends on who makes it.
When we had that week in Texas where everything was shutting the fuck down,
Yeah.
we basically had to go on a scavenger hunt to find a store that was open. I bought this big ass thing of powder Gatorade because the only thing that was working for us because we couldn't find bottled water, so we had our tap water. Which prior to this fucking week, our tap water was amazing, the best tap water I ever had. And then our pipe burst, and now it's yellow. It's been yellow ever since.
Maybe that's why you have shit powdered Gatorade, is because you've got yellow tap water in it.
No, the Gatorade wasn't that good, and then our water burst, and then I haven't used it ever since because we've been having yellow water. Like, I bought a thing of spring water. I might make a gallon later, but I miss our tap water. Like, I want to talk to our landlord and say, hey, bud, I'm tired of having fucking diarrhea-colored water. Can you come fix this?
Hey, have you tried running your water for a while to see if it'll fix?
It doesn't do a goddamn thing.
You've run it through a filter and it doesn't do anything?
I mean, he does take showers. I mean, surely the water will be coming there.
Yeah,
the
that's
water
true.
pressure is so broken. Like, I don't know what the hell they did wrong when they fixed my pipes.
Oh yeah, we've got to fix our pipes too. The water pressure in my shower fucking sucks.
Same here.
Man, my water pressure before I moved to Texas, the water pressure in my apartment in Connecticut would rip your fucking skin off.
That's the good kind. I love that.
And then I move here, and it's like the first time I took a fucking shower in Texas, it's like, okay, whose gay uncle is rubbing my back?
I mean,
You're gonna get me
This is
back.
not water.
I mean, all of us would know how that feels. That'd be useful.
I want the pores in my body to fill up with water and explode with the water pressure. And then the water doesn't get hot enough. Like, the skin is still on my balls by the time I'm done with the shower.
Well, that's just because Texas has,
Daddy issues.
yeah, bad water. So we got a mini fridge today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It better be beside your gaming chair.
Well, I don't know, because my office is kind of small, so I would need to rearrange my office,
That's
including
not
my...
the worst thing this small.
That's true. I got 2-inch below, but it's
Hey,
like
make sure you
8
put it on
inches
some type
wide.
of stand, put it on carpet.
Yo, so Bunny today, we were in fucking Home Depot getting some wood for her to build her little enclosure for her lizard. And she just out of nowhere looks at me and goes, I think next time somebody talks shit on COD, I'm going to tell them that their dick is flat. What?
That's next level shit talk when you're planning on what to say.
I had a friend of mine that she would always be like, "You better shut your mouth before I fuck your mouth.
Ugh.
Shut it before I fuck it."
Grandma?
Uncle Bob, why are you back?
What was that Kevin Hart joke? Close your mouth before somebody puts a dick in it?
Yeah. You can say what you want about Kevin Hart. He's a funny motherfucker.
Not only is he funny, his body language is what sells his jokes.
Oh, yeah. The fact that he's willing to make fun of the fact that he's 5'5" is perfect. Then you get jackasses like Tom Cruise who are like, I'm so badass, I'm so cool, I'm gonna stand on a box to be taller than 5'9" Michelle Pfeiffer.
And then you got Gabriel Iglesias. Oh my god, I would die for that fat motherfucker.
Yes, he can talk about how he's fat and shit, and he doesn't give a fuck.
God.
Granted, he has lost a lot of weight over the years.
He did.
There's fat, there's fluffy, and then there's damn.
And then there's, oh hell no. Where you see that motherfucker coming toward the elevator and you go, oh hell no. See,
I like how this podcast has just turned into people fucking shooting shit.
Dude, it's great. What happens when you let a bunch of dudes be in a podcast?
Now what we need to do is get in the same room, get some fucking jack flowing through our fucking veins.
Hell yeah.
I have black
It'll turn
spiced.
into an orgy.
I have black spiced Kraken rum.
Okay, a bunch of guys, jack, and turn it into an orgy does not definitely is a Mark thing.
Okay, can we talk about Dr. Phil for a minute?
Open this door before I throw rocks through your window, you dumb whore.
Send her to the range! Dude, some of these clips from Dr. Phil, they're not even like full 10-minute clips. They're like 2-second clips. And they're just...
One kid who slapped his mother in the face.
Oh, yes! Oh my god.
And then you have this one bitch who got fucking famous, the
Daniel Bergoli.
Daniel Bergoli bitch.
Yeah.
How about that?
Dude, that shit was funny as fuck.
Are shows like Jerry Springer still around?
Yeah, they are. It's just that they're not.
I just want to go in the audience and be able to shit talk one of the people on stage at the end of the show. So,
that kid that slapped his mother.
So, is it against TOS to talk about the blatant difference between Jerry Springer and Maury?
There's a difference.
I'm gonna type it to you just in case, because I feel like I've been saying some infringing shit all night. My message is not wrong. Because sometimes I do like to limit myself. But I'm a firm believer in shit is not wrong or should upset you if it's the truth. Like, if somebody called me fucking stupid, I might be able to fucking debate that. But if somebody called me fat, I will not say a fucking word because it's true. I got mommy milkers for days.
So, my grandmother, she might be wacko, but I tried one thing. She puts ketchup on everything. Steak, eggs, fucking hash browns, mac and cheese. She put ketchup on mac and cheese. And you know what? I liked it!
What about scrambled eggs?
Yeah, she puts it on scrambled eggs.
It's not supposed to go on eggs.
She puts it on scrambled eggs. She puts it on fried eggs. She puts it on eggs that are over easy.
The only thing I put on my eggs is sometimes some hot sauce, which varies between like sriracha or regular hot sauce, and that's
dude,
it.
Use Tapatio.
I love me some Frank's Red Hot on fucking fried eggs.
Nah, dude, Tapatio. If you
instead of using butter, I want to use hot sauce as my fucking thing in the pan.
In fucking middle school, my friend Lorena, she told me that if you get a thing of spicy nacho Doritos, open that bitch up, get some Tapatio, which is hot sauce, and you fucking just do a shit ton of Tapatio in there, right? And then you fucking roll it up on the top and then shake it around.
I'm excited.
Oh, it was good. It was good. My mouth was tingly. My tummy was rumbly.
That sounds good.
Yeah, dude, it was great. I have a bottle of Tapatio in my house at all times now, just to be sure. Just to be safe.
Valentina's good too. I like Valentina.
Valentina is decent.
It's decent at best because, you know, it's cheap. It's like, what, 79 cents a bottle?
Tapatio, I have a big bottle that was only like $3.
Valentina has to be like the best cheap.
Big thing of freaking Tapatio.
Now I need to go get some Tapatio and some dang freaking spicy Doritos.
Yeah, dude, it's really good.
Well, that's a
I
good
do
note
not
to end
watch
the stream
football.
on.
Oh, yeah. Everybody have a great night.